And the first time they'll see them is when they see them at the first meeting. Really important. Because when they get together, they will immediately ascertain why in the fuck are you there? Immediate. I don't care what your resume says. I'm 2% and I built a $6 billion company. This top sucker is 63% and all he's getting is wipe his own ass and chew gum. Does everybody follow that rationale? So when I tell you not to have a fucking board meeting until you got something to talk about and you form the company, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If one of you, at least one of you, is going to be just down for what I just said. I'll bet you 10 million times. 10 million to a pound. And the last time I made that bet, sorry, Dan. Don't I have it here? Oh, fuck. I didn't bring it? No, goddamn it. I've got a pound that a guy sent me. I made him a 10 million pound bet. And he sent me the pound because he lost. When I bet 10 million pounds that it's going to happen, God him fucking self said it. But you'll still do it anyway. Now, you've got the minutes, you've got the authority, go rock and roll. They've approved, in this case, 4 LOI. Now, the onus is on you. Really, all the rest is bullshit. I was never a foreplay kind of guy anyway, but I mean, all the rest, up till then, you have a piece of paper that says you can go spend 10 million euros. The onus is on you now. Now you got to go close those companies. Normally, you have your industry expert and or your CFO go with you. And as he said, the first 3 deals, smaller deals, less than 2 million, and plot. He sent me a pound. I don't want to berate the ethnicity, but you can do a wild ass fucking guess what ethnic background he is. Getting a pound out of him is like cutting my heart out. He'd give his daughter's liver rather than this pound. So that's one of my trophies. So now you're running a gun. You're going and you're negotiating the sales and purchase agreement. In this country, the sales and purchase agreement is the final, the thing that is beyond the LOI. So the LOI doesn't mean anything. And remember, all the LOI is subject to finance and due diligence. Finance and due diligence. So they're really worthless. But the banks love them. So the banks then are led to believe you're on the right track. So now you're sitting down and getting the sales and purchase agreement finalized as quickly as humanly possible. And you are doing the due diligence. And the banks, EJ, the other one, the green one, the green page. Okay, you're going to get a copy. The banks are going to do their own quality of earnings, which is their due diligence. Because the bank isn't just going to look, if we have commercial financing, the bank's not just going to lend you money for a deal that they didn't look at themselves. They're going to go look at the establishment, or they're going to hire somebody. If it's in Memphis, Tennessee, and you're in Virginia, they're going to hire somebody to go look at it. And then commercial debt takes long. It takes anywhere from 4 to 10 weeks. That depending on what kind of bank, is it a state bank, is it a charter bank, is it this, that, and the other. And so now you get those sales and purchase agreements finalized, and as he said, once you have a sales and purchase agreement signed for a 100% seller finance, the deal is done. But you have to consider a dollar, then the deal is done. And as he alluded to, I keep pointing like he's there, as Anish alluded to, there was licenses transferred. And that is the stumbling block around the world, or getting license transferred. Because not that many lawyers, for whatever reason, understand that the license is transferred with the entity, not with the person's name. I don't know why. I don't want to know why about anything, but I just know it is, so you got to make sure you cover that. But more deals in America fall apart at the end because the license is transferred. So now you've taken possession, so to speak, but you can't collect the money. That's the management agreement that the Viking Bitch alludes. So you have one of those in place. And this isn't lawyer 101, but it's lawyer 201. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. Any questions for where I've taken you through? And that's why I moved him in the process, because of the board meeting and the LOI. Yes, sir, in the back.
He did all his due diligence on his own. If you don't know much about this industry,
You don't know anything.
who's going to do the background check on due diligence on this company?
Well, you're bored. Your dream team. You're two industry experts. Have you been asleep back there? Two industry experts. Your accountant, your lawyer, your CEO, your chairman. They all have expertise in this area that you don't. That answer your question? Yes, sir.
Are licenses the only exception to purchasing?
No. But what we don't, this is not management by exception. There's a whole area of senior management, but that's not this. Okay? I named one because it's the only one you got to worry about. Don't worry about any others. Okay? Oh, yes, sir.
So, are all the documents were in English for the founding of the company?
English and German.
And the whole meeting was in English?
No. I told during parts of the match to do this in German. No, I should speak German. Because now all these guys' English was pretty damn good. I mean, a couple of them were perfect. A German won't speak English if they can't speak English well. That's not gonna happen. But I'm not on board. I've been on boards all over the world, and now the universal language is English.
But is it fine that you do not understand everything that's talking?
No, but the lawyers, they're representing me. And where you come from, they're going to steal it from you. Yeah, I know why you're asking the question. And in third world countries, they're third, fourth, and fifth world countries for a reason. Contracts in China, the negotiation only starts after the contract, after you've signed the final deal. That's when the negotiations begin. The 15 months that you negotiated to sign the fucking thing doesn't mean anything. They begin there. You know, Donald Trump is doing to China. China fucked us for practice for 60 fucking years in America. And fucked the world. For 60 years. They raped, pillaged, and plundered us. And now we got fucking snowflakes. We're not being nice to them. He gets in the second term, he's going to have Chinese mouth on his dick for 4 fucking years. He ain't done nothing yet. And I predicted 17 of the 20 things Trump did the first term. 17 out of 20. The only 3 things he didn't do, and I said it, he didn't bomb Iran, he didn't bomb North Korea, and he didn't bomb Syria. Other than that, he did everything I said he was going to do. Now, when he opens, the stuff he's gonna do this next time is gonna baffle. If the screaming liberals are crying now about Ginsburg, they will cut their throat on YouTube over what he's got up his sleeve next round. It's gonna be a thing of fucking beauty. I'll be able to go to my maker, just swimming in fucking blood, liberal blood. I'll just float all the way up to heaven. He's gonna fuck up for practice this next time. And then when he's emperor, you heard it here first. Emperor Trump. Okay, what else about yes?
So from the time when you found your board member until the first board meeting, do you get them to sign the independent director agreement?
No. And don't be sending them an NDA. You don't know how insulting non-disclosure agreements are to somebody like me. I'll tell you where to find that, where to put your NDA. By definition, when you're a board member, you have a fiduciary fucking responsibility not to leak information. You're recruiting me to be on your fucking board, to give me that total responsibility, and then you send me a fucking NDA? Fuck you and the whole you wrote in on.
Fuck you and the whore you wrote in on.
That is kindergarten shit. Plus, you don't have any money to fight somebody that they shoot you. What are you gonna do? Shame on you, liar, liar, pants on fire. Fucking morons. And the guys know you're not gonna sue. And whoever gets you like that is naive or just stupid. There's another question. You're hit by Putin now. Now, if Sally were here, she'd say, excuse me, and then she'll remind me of a time that I sent an NDA and got my ass chewed out by a big hitter. See, if she was here, she'd plug in the color intro, which I did a long time. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
And my other question is that so you incorporate the company, but during the first board member meeting, the lawyer will reincorporate the company, or they will
No. We're not reincorporating, depending if we're buying assets. Stop. If we're buying assets, they'll take those assets into your NewCo. Okay. If you're buying a company, it can be a subsidiary of NewCo. Your new company, whether it's an LLC or whatever. But they're not reincorporating anything. They're pulling assets into your new corporate entity, or they're placing that new corporate entity under as 100% owned, if it is owned, by your holding company. And when we talk about ownership, one of the kids, he did 100% owner finance a couple years ago, for 7 or 8 deals in a row. And then I see he did 99% ownership. And I had to call. So I came out. We had a longtime secretary here that didn't want to sell her 1%. She wanted to go along for the ride. Once in a while that happens. But I thought, how can this was me? I tried to go some stuff. Yeah.
So you incorporate the same day as your first acquisition, right before?
No, you incorporate when you get approval from the board to pursue the 4 LOI. You don't have the assets because you haven't bought them yet. But you're now being given permission by a corporate entity. Go run. You got 10 million. Well, you got 10 million. But you got a boot of 10 million euros. To go out and potentially spend. Which in hindsight, it should have been 25 million. Because you already spent the fucking 10 million. So you just had the guy that important. But that's a good problem. we can have a virtual board meeting and we can expand, I mean, no problem. No problem. And, the CFO and himself will start October 1. On salary. And there are charts. When you buy $1 million company, you don't start paying yourself $500,000 a year. There are charts put out by E&Y and KPMG and Oxford University and Harvard, and blah, blah. Companies 1 to 5 million, average, medium salary of executives and board members. A CEO of a $2 million entity probably is going to get paid somewhere between 100 and 150. A $10 million revenue. A $10 million entity is going to get paid between 250 and 350. That's not where you're making the money at the salary. You're making the money on the bonuses that you're pulling out for vis-a-vis over finance. That's where the money is. The $8 million house that Thomas is looking at is not on his salary. I don't know what his salary is. I don't even remember. I guarantee it, he will not qualify for any goddamn loan. Maybe he's got to sell it for rental now. Maybe. Shut my mouth. Yeah, I'll shut my mouth. Maybe he does. I'm going to email him to ask him that. Okay, go ahead.
And the bonuses were taken out of the working capital, but we still leave some left.
Can the bonuses, you said will, but can the bonuses have been taken out of working capital? Yes, but they're better taken out of over finance. Everybody follow that? Oh, you found it?
Tonight, France's interior minister says there is little doubt that a slashing attack in Paris was an act of terror. 2 people were wounded outside the former headquarters of a magazine that mocked the Prophet Muhammad. It was the scene of a 2015 attack that killed 12 people. Here's CBS's Charlie Daggett.
Plainclothes police chased down the main suspect not far from the scene of the attack. A witness described one of the wounded as bleeding from head to toe. A large meat cleaver was found at the crime scene. The 2 victims may have been random, but the location and timing prompted the French interior minister to call it a new bloody attack on our country, right outside the former Charlie Hebdo office and right in the middle of a trial of 14 alleged accomplices to the 2015 attack. When Islamist gunmen stormed the office of the satirical magazine after published cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, killing 12 people, including the execution of a police officer outside at point-blank range. Now, French prosecutors have identified the main suspect as an 18-year-old Pakistani man. He has confessed to the attack. He was not on any terrorist watch list. 1 more person is under arrest. 5 more people are being questioned tonight. Nora?
Charlie Daggett, thank you.
Basement Biden getting the softball.
News exclusive. Tiger King star Carole Baskin is being sued for defamation by the daughters of her former husband who disappeared mysteriously more than 20 years ago. Now, a new docuseries is exploring new theories about the open case And Amy is here with the first look. Good morning, Amy.
Hey, good morning, Michael. That's right. It's called Joe Exotic, Tigers, Lies, and Cover-Up. And it may offer new clues in the investigation into what happened to Baskin's former husband, Don Lewis. This morning as Carol Baskin dances in the ballroom. The family of her ex-husband, Don Lewis, filing a defamation lawsuit against the Tiger King star. I keep it inside and wait until everybody's gone before I can break down. The family saying in the lawsuit, Baskin is currently appearing in Dancing with the Stars and is complicit with jokes about Don Lewis's death.
For me, you didn't quite kill the president. It was kind of sedated.
Lewis's daughter is pushing for renewed attention on the disappearance of their father.
Do you know who did this where Carol Baskin was involved?
Baskin has denied any involvement, but now a new docuseries, Joe Exotic, Tigers, Lies, and Cover-Up, is taking a deeper dive, exploring new theories about what may
Everybody have a
happened
blessed
to Don
Saturday.
Lewis. The
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button.
Lo and behold, his wife at the time went ahead and sold 3 properties to the handyman.
The price for all 3 of them